Hello everyone, my name is Richa and welcome once again on my YouTube channel. Today, through this video, we are going to learn the basics of active and passive voice in the English grammar and the relevance of same in your IELTS preparation. But before starting, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for the latest IELTS updates and don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section below. To begin with, let's have a basic understanding of both active voice as well as passive voice. In the active voice, a sentence has a subject that acts upon its verb. Or you can say, when the subject of a sentence performs the verb's action. In simpler words, the sentence structure in case of active voice is the subject followed by the verb, then the object. Also, the sentences in the active voice have a strong, direct, and clear tone. Or you can say, it basically adds the impact to your writing. While in case of passive voice, a sentence has the subject which is acted on by the verb. Or you can say the subject is no longer performing the action of the verb. The passive voice is always constructed with the conjugated form of be followed by the verb's past participle. Well, doing this usually generates a preposition as well along with the subject in the passive voice. Now let's have a look on the basic rules which will help you for changing the active voice into the passive voice. Rule number 1. The structure of the sentence will be reversed. That means the places of the subject and the object will be interchanged. Rule number 2. Only the past participle form or the third form of the verb will always be used as the main verb in the passive sentences for all tenses. Rule number 3. The word by will be used before the subject in the passive voice. Rule number 4. Also, the words such as with or to may be used instead of by depending upon the subject. Rule number 5. The auxiliary verb or the helping verb is changed in the passive voice depending upon the tense of the sentence in the active voice. Rule number 6. The subject may not always be mentioned in the passive voice. Now let's practice some conversion from active voice to passive voice using the same strategies which we have just learned. First example says, Tom painted the entire house. The sentence is in active voice. In order to change the active voice into the passive voice following the same rules which we have just discussed, the sentence will be, the entire house was painted by Tom. Clearly, the position of the subject and the object has been changed. There has been an introduction of the auxiliary verb. Also, we have the preposition by in the passive voice along with the subject. Let's have a look on the another example. Water fills a tub. This sentence is in active voice. In order to change the active voice into the passive voice following the same rules, we have the sentence, a tub is filled with water. There has been the exchange of the position of subject and the object. There is the introduction of the auxiliary verb. Also, we have a word with along with the subject in the passive voice. As we have already seen that the sentences written in the active voice have clear, direct and straight tone in your writing. So why do we need to write in the passive voice? Well, there are certain situations wherein it is preferred to write in the passive voice than the active voice. These are when you want to change the focus of the sentence, or when the agent or the person doing the action is of no importance or it's too obvious or unknown, or you wishes to postpone or to avoid the mentioning of the person or the subject in your writing. And lastly, when you are describing the processes. In these cases, the passive voice is always preferred over the active voice. Now let's understand the usage of the passive voice by looking into different examples. The first example says, the social media has transformed the way families communicate. It is obviously written in the active voice. In order to change the active voice into passive voice following the same rules, the sentence says, the way families communicate has been transformed by the social media. Clearly, there has been a shift in the focus in both the sentences. In the passive voice, clearly the more focus is on the ways in which the families communicate. Now let's have a look on the second example. Surgeons successfully performed a new experimental liver transplant operation yesterday. Clearly, this sentence is in active voice. By changing it into the passive voice following the same rules, the sentence is like, a new experimental liver transplant operation was performed successfully yesterday. In the passive voice, we have omitted the mentioning of the subject because it's too obvious. Now let's have a look on the third category of the examples wherein you are describing the processes. The solution was heated to 100 degrees. The metal sheeting was heated and bent into shape before being cooled, polished and finally painted. Here once again the more focus is on the result rather than the person or the agent which is performing it. Now comes the relevance of the passive voice in your IELTS preparation. As we have already discussed, the passive voice comes into play while you are describing the processes. So in the Writing Task 1 Academics, while you are describing the process diagram, the action is more important than the person performing it. So in that case, the passive voice is always preferred over the active voice. Let's have a look on the examples. Electricity is generated by the flow of water through a dam. The diagram illustrates how plastic waste is processed in order to produce a range of functional and useful products such as bottles, toys, and so on. Lastly, the diagram explains the way in which bricks are made for the building industry. In all the examples, we are more focused towards the action rather than the person or the agent performing it. Now comes the other relevance of the passive voice in your IELTS preparation. While you are talking about the other people's opinion in the introduction paragraph, or you have an essay that requires discussion in your IELTS writing task 2, it is always suggested to follow a passive voice rather than the active voice. Let's have a look on the example. Some people prefer university education instead of experience for success. The sentence is in active voice. The same sentence in the passive voice will be preferred when you are required to paraphrase the information in the introduction paragraph. The sentence will look like, university education is preferred over experience in life for the success. Clearly, we have omitted the mentioning of the subject some people because they are too obvious and are of no interest while paraphrasing. Second example says, few people value cooperation more than competition. Once again, passive voice is preferred while you are paraphrasing the information in the introduction paragraph, and the sentence will look like, cooperation is usually valued more than the competition. Here once again, we have omitted the mentioning of the few people as the subject because they are too obvious and can be avoided. Also, in the passive sentences, you can choose to add adverb of frequency like always, usually or normally, often, sometimes, rarely and never, depending upon the meaning you wish to write or convey in your IELTS writing task 2. If you find the content in this video helpful, don't forget to leave your feedback in the comment section below. Also, you can reach me on fb.com/unlockieltswithricha. For more such videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and don't forget to share this video for other IELTS aspirants. Until then, all the best.